Good morning, everyone. Welcome into Sunday. This is the meditation we will be doing before the service, which starts at the top of the hour. So welcome in. Welcome in here at CSL TV. Welcome in online. Welcome in for wherever you are. This is this time, this gift we give ourselves of going inward and listening and speaking. So prayer and meditation are two halves of that communing that we have, that opportunity to commune with our divine self. And so we begin this morning with meditation. And today is just before the fall equinox, which is Tuesday. And that is a measurement of equal parts of day and night. And so I thought we would do a meditation today on balance, looking at ourselves, looking at our lives, looking at our place in the universe from a place of balance. And so I'm going to invite you just to take that breath in that leads you inward, into your heart, into that place inside. This is the place where balance begins. And so taking a breath in, allowing yourself to center, allowing yourself to still, allowing yourself to let go of the practical thought process that often occurs very consistently. The lists, the things to do, the things to not do. Let go of all that, set it aside, and just be in that place of stillness, that place of balance. And we'll start with the idea of balance in our bodies. So allow your body to feel fully balanced. Notice that the chair supports you so that you can just be in that position, in that space. Notice how your breathing is perfectly balanced between inward and outward. Notice your muscles constantly adjusting to create balance in your body. When we're aware of it, we allow that to happen. When we're unaware, sometimes we carry a lot of tension. Shoulders, jaw, hands, back. So just allow the balance, the natural balance. Go even deeper into this awareness and notice the balance, invisible, that your body is constantly monitoring. Heart rate, blood flow, breathing. All of the organs doing what they are designed to do, all in perfect balance. And so in this celebration of equinox, of equal, we're going to use this idea of being able to create in our mind's eye a balance, a wheel, a scale, whatever image comes to your mind, that for you represents balance. We're in the season of the harvest. And so all of the seeds you've planted all year are being harvested. That's balance. They're planted and they grow, and then there's a harvest. So allow yourself to create or let come into your mind's eye the image of what represents balance. A wheel, if you want to create almost a medicine wheel in front of you in your mind's eye that you can walk. If you want to create the image of a scale, like the scales of justice, that allows you to see how in balance your life is, your consciousness, yourself. And just allow the image to be there as it is, as it appears to you. And let the thought go out and then come back in so that you recognize this equinox, this balance. And one of the gifts that we give ourselves is the gift of self-awareness. And so we're going to look at our lives right now just from a place of observing, not a place of judgment, not a place of fixing, just observing. Where is my life in balance? And where is it slightly out of balance? Again, not to fix, just to know, just to recognize, just to be aware. And so we begin. In your mind's eye, stand in front or equal to or connected to this symbol of yours, of balance. If it's a wheel, or it's a scale, or perhaps something else. And just allow yourself to feel where the balances are perfectly in that place. Perhaps it's the balance between work and play. So try that on, allow yourself to just see that part of your life. How much of my life is work, is producing, is creating, is experiencing, giving out to the world what I do, what I came here to do. How much of my life is in play, where I experience joy, laughter, fun, adventure. So just allow yourself in that role of the observer to look at that. Do I need to move the scale a little bit, perhaps after this, or invite more in? Just a thought, passing thoughts right now. Remember, the breath keeps all of this balanced as you move through the meditation. So use your breath to just be in this space. Thinking about your relationships, whether they're love relationships, or friendships, or roles that you play as a parent, as a child, as a brother or sister. Where is the balance for you at this point in your life, in the relationships of your world? Just allow yourself to feel into that, knowing where the balances are. Again, you can use the scale or the wheel. In the wheel, sometimes they're the opposites. Here's my relationships that I have that are in balance, and here are the ones that I perhaps know I want to look at later. Moving into health, the body, the balance there. The balance between taking care of our bodies and the balance with how much do I ask of my body? Do I create balance for what I ask of it so that I can use it as it's designed? Is there balance for me? Where's the balance between the idea that I have lots more to do and give and the natural balance of aging and knowing that there is a divine intelligence at work? And so allowing that, feeling into that part of the equation, if you will, the equal part. The balance between giving and receiving. Often this is a place where the scale holds a heavier side. It's easier sometimes to give, It's more challenging to receive, to be open, to allow others the joy of giving. So holding that question, where is the balance for me between giving and receiving? Holding that space. Again, this is about harvesting the seeds we planted. So where is this imbalance, and where is this a bit out of that balance between giving to others and allowing others to give to me? And where is that balance between giving to others and giving to myself? Where do I allow myself to think of me as precious as those in my life? And so let's take a moment right now in the process of all of this. And in your mind's eye, step back and look at your symbol for balance, the scale, the wheel, whatever it is. Just looking at it. This is not about fixing or being in a place of judgment. This is just about knowing. This is self-awareness. So looking at your scale or looking at your wheel and being happy with what you see, because we are works in progress. We are those divine beings here having human experiences to learn more. And so we're just looking, we're inquiring. And then stepping back in, bringing the lens a little closer to this assessment of balance. And asking ourselves, where is the balance between my spiritual practices, those things that I do when I make the time and create the space to connect? Where is the balance between the spiritual practices that I give myself and the spiritual practices that I'm out walking in the world? There's a balance between the learning and the listening and the doing and being out there in the world, being a light, being a teacher, being an inspiration. Where's the balance for me between those parts? Another way of inquiring into this, where's the balance for me between doing and being? If those are in balance, how does that unfold for me? How does that express itself between doing and being? Creating a feeling of being in the balance between those two doorways. Use your breath. Use your breath. Breath creates balance because the body knows the perfect amount of inhalation to exhalation. How we know this is when we go, because we've been holding our breath. Breathing, breathing. Inquire here. Where is the balance for me between being the student and being the teacher? Where is the balance between those things that I do not know yet, and I'm open to learning, to exploring, to being this in the beginner's mind? And the balance there between that and being the teacher. All of us came here with things to teach, gifts to share, paths to forge. Where is the balance for me between being the student and being the teacher? Where's the balance for me between being loved and loving? Where we go into those places in our heart where we accept love coming in, and where we are so called to express love going out. There's a perfect balance between those parts. Where is the balance between asking the questions and listening to the answers? Being in that place of balance between asking and listening. And so we're moving into this time, this season of harvest, of change, into more hibernation in nature. And so it is time to be able to just ask these questions and look at these areas for ourselves. Not necessarily rushing out and changing, just being in the question, listening for answers. This is what harvesting feels like. And so I invite you as we go into the equinox to open your arms wide and to just pull all of this into your heart. To know that you are perfectly designed with such balance, with such a sense of being exactly in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. And so it is from this place that we step into this season of awareness, of inquiry, of balance, knowing that we are perfectly designed for everything we're here to do. And so it is. I invite you to stay with us. We'll be rejoining, is that the word, at the top of the hour for our service, and I invite you to stay either here in our center or here in our center online. And we'll see you in a bit. Thank you.